Righto, this is pot number 8. I'm going to chuck it right here. Man, I hope we get some crabs. Ooh, there's a lot of crabs in here, guys. Please be bucks. There's got to be. Oh, that's a big buck. Big buck. Have a go back. G'day ladies and gents, and welcome to another Sammy Hitzke fishing adventure. Shauno's here today and we're chasing crabs.
Yeah, it's been a few drinks between last time I've had crabs and now, mate, and I'm just glad to be back on the water because we've had a bit of rain.
We've had everything.
I haven't done a lot of fishing of late, and so I'm just excited to come out here and well, try and catch anything, mate. Crabs, well, they don't come much better than that.
Well, particularly mud crabs. I've done a good old-fashioned mud crabbing mission on the channel before, so we're going to give it a red hot nudge. Pretty well perfect conditions for it. We've had an absolute crap load of rain recently. We've had a flood, we've had a cyclone or near enough to it, and it's crap weather again, so can't go offshore. We're going crabbing.
Go crabbing.
Anyway, that's enough talking from us. We're going to get some pots in the water. We're doing an overnight set, and then the Phantom is going to join us tomorrow, and we're going to run a few more and see what we can come up with. We're hoping for a few big rusty bucks.
Ooh, couple of Queensland lollipops, mate.
Shauno has promised me he's going to show me his chili crab recipe, so...
Oh, yeah, I haven't told many people that one, mate. It's a secret recipe.
First things first, we need the ingredients, so thanks very much for joining us. Fingers crossed we can show you a few. Shauno, thanks for coming on. Let's go crabbing. Righto guys, as always, first thing you got to do is get your pots rigged. We've got a few different baits going in pots today. We've got some chicken frames, which I've never used before, which we've been told are a crash hot bait.
It's my secret bait, mate.
Shauno reckons it's his secret bait. Yeah. And I've got the old faithful fish frames, which I've dug out of the freezer. I've had for way too long. But it's good to get them out here and into good use. Hopefully turn them into a few bucks. Righto. Yeah, bait number one. Bait number one, big kingy. Actually, it's not a big kingy, but it is a kingy. Like I always say, overnight set, get as much bait in your pots as humanly possible because it's going to be there a while. You don't want them getting sick of it. Rightio. Pot number one's in the water.
Yeah.
Righto, now we've been assured. We've been assured that half fresh chook is the go. Now I'm skeptical, but hey, let us know in the comments what your favourite crab bait is, and we'll obviously find out pretty soon if it's any good. Righto. Yeah, for the crabs that want it all, we've got the trouty. Expensive taste. Rightio. Pot number 3. Well guys, that chicken bait's a bit small, so supplement it with a yellowfin head. Everyone knows crabs love a bit of fresh sashimi, so game on. Pot number 4.
This is the big hole.
Righto, this is pot number 8. I'm going to chuck it right here. Well guys, that is the least fun part of crabbing taken care of.
I like that bit though, because it's the anticipation. You're choosing little spots, you're looking for the best hidey holes. We've done a couple with chicken, without chicken.
Well,
I can't wait for tomorrow, mate, because I can't wait to say, see, I told you, Sammy.
It rarely happens, but maybe tomorrow it will.
I hope we get a crab between us.
Oh yeah, just one.
Just a little crab.
I just want enough for a feed and I'll be stoked. I haven't had a mud crab in years and years and years.
I can't wait. I was thinking 2, but even if we get one
each
would be just a
I don't want to just have one claw. I want a crab each.
Yeah.
But we're going to cruise home tomorrow. The Phantom's going to join us, and we're going to drop his 4 pots in as well. And look, if we can't find a few muddies, a few big buck muddies in 12 pots, running 12 pots, then geez, we'd probably give up our day jobs and we all take up four-wheel driving because everyone knows that is
easy.
piece of piss.
That's easy.
Please put out your good thoughts for our crab pots. One, that they don't get stolen.
Before, let us know. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Put out your good thoughts. One, that we don't get our pots stolen. Two, that they're full of crabs. And we'll see you in the morning. We are back for the pot pull. We've got the Phantom with us. And look, we've been up for a few hours already. We came out in the dark, put Phantom's 4 pots in, so they've had a good soak as well. And it is the most exciting time of crabbing. I've been excited all night.
I'm feeling pretty confident, mate, I won't lie. I'm feeling like we're going to get a few today because it's been raining. I mean, there's been a lot of rain around. No other boats around. That tells me that.
Well, that's true. We haven't seen anyone all morning. Phantom wasn't super stoked about getting out of bed at this time. It's been drizzling and all sorts of stuff. We're wearing jackets. But look, we're here and I'm excited. Let's chuck some rude predictions out there for total number of crabs. I'm going for 6 because all I want is 6, 2 each. I'm stoked.
Yeah, 2 each would be unbelievable.
Yeah, get your own prediction.
I'm going to get 6. I think the legal limit's 7, so I'm going to take the 6 home. Get 6.
Each. 6
yeah,
each.
That's what I mean. I don't need 6, but you boys can watch me eat them because I'm really good at cooking them. So
Tez is going the big tenner.
10.
Where
10, I reckon. They're on. They're on.
It is the time.
Okay.
Quickly.
No, I'm going to go 7. 7 crabs.
Righto. 6, 7, 10.
Yeah.
We're going to go pull the first pot. Time to find out what's in them.
All right.
Let's do it. That'll do ya. Well, the start of it. That's a good gaff shot. That's a good start. I'm feeling crabby, boys.
I hope so. This will be great.
This will be a great start.
Come on. Come on.
Come on.
Come on, Sammy.
Come on.
You can do better than this, mate.
We've lost a peg. That's the kingfish. That's a no crab. That's a no crab affair, and we lost a peg too. That sucks. Oh no, well, we'll chuck him back out just so we don't have him on the deck, but that's not a good start, guys. Not a good start at all. Pot number 2. We can only go up from here.
How many in this one, Sam?
Oh well, I'm gonna have to say I hope for 1.
1 will be a good start.
1 will be a good start.
Come on.
Come on, surely.
Come on. Please.
Oh, there's a crab. There's 3 crabs.
Oh, that'll do.
That's movement. Have we got bucks? Have we got jennies?
What have we got?
Well, I think we got some bucks there.
Buck there.
There's a gen, and is that a buck?
Jen and a buck and a baby.
All right.
All right, that'll do.
All right. Well, that's a result. That's a result. Is that buck legal though?
The big one looks okay. This one's not.
Little Jenny. Oh, look at this one. There's a Sammy crab.
Oh,
Down there.
I've seen. Isn't that's the kind of ones that you got the doctor to sort out from your nightclubbing days? They were mature. You left them a while. Righto. No, there's the big Jen. The Jenny's the big girl.
Big Jenny.
Righto. Let me get square on for you. That's a buck, and that guy's a little buck, and that's a big Jenny. So obviously this guy he's feisty and ready to go. He's a buck. He's got a bit of life about him. Come on, come on. Is it
Looking good.
Is it what? So where are we measuring these ones to, Tez?
From the outside point, the most outside point to the outside point.
Oh yes.
Won't go over at all, so he's no worries at all.
That's a big Jenny though. Big wide back on it.
You can see that.
Wow.
Okay, well guys, here's a quick little lesson. So that's a Jenny, it's got the big wide flap, and that's a buck, it's got the narrow flap.
Also called carapaces if you want to get.
I like talking about flap size. Flap size is my preferred, but she can go right back and
Look at the small claws, they're just sort of, and they're slightly different colour sometimes too, but those claws give it away. Look at the difference in the size of the claw there.
yeah.
So,
You throw the right one away, Tez.
Yeah. Righto, little buck can go back, Jenny can go back. Tez, I haven't ever tied a crab, so come and show us the ways.
Wouldn't say I'm an expert, but they end up being restrained somewhat.
So do you need to wear Crocs for this? Is it essential to wear
Absolutely,
Crocs?
and they've got to be white. around the back, through there, up around the front, those two little nippers there, pull it back in. And then around the back, underneath the back two swimmers there. Can't see what I'm doing, but I'm doing an overhead knot with a little bit more, an extra. Hang on to it, pull it nice and tight so you can see that extra twist in the overhead knot.
So
And
3
then-
instead of 2.
Yeah. And you can do whatever you like.
Ooh!
Through there.
Did he almost have a go, did he?
No, it wasn't his claw, it was his foot went right through one of the holes in the croc. And then she's all done. And hopefully a little bit safe.
That's a crab basket.
Ready to roll.
Well, that's number 1.
Woohoo!
How good is that? So pot number 3, bit of a slow start, but we're going to accelerate. We're just getting the hang of it. Getting the hang of it. Nil by crabs. And that was the chicken, Sean.
That's the chicken.
That was a terrible decision by you to include chicken. We can blame the chicken, and I'm going to. Righto guys, number 4. 1 crab, and at this stage you start getting a little bit nervous that you have to invoke captain's rights, and I'll have to keep all the crabs for myself. Right, well, I'm going to leave this one here, but there's nothing in that as well. Bugger. Lads, we are 1 from 4.
1 from 4.
It's pot number 5. Pot number 5, come on. Come on. I feel like we're due for another one.
Be nice.
We're definitely due.
Big deep hole this one too, so I think
Sean knows a deep hole when he sees one.
2. We're all over 'em, mate.
Oh yeah, there's a crab. Oh, there's 2 crabs.
1 10, is it?
Oh no.
He's a big shark.
Oh, that's a 2er, boys. That's on the chicken, Shauno, in the camo pots.
Yeah, chicken. There we go. Chicken revenge.
Yes, the boys. Well, that's dramatically increased the feed.
Look at that.
Have a go. I've got to get my toes out of here.
It could be on here.
I think we're on for a tour.
Oh, very good.
Get out of it.
Always put your finger in the...
I like to go for the claw side. There you go.
That is an absolute cracker. On the chicken, Sammy. On the chicken, mate.
Yeah, well, it was a fluke.
Be a PB crab. Or it was 30 if we had fish in it. That was just chicken too, wasn't it? Or it has-
Nah, they had a bit of fish in it. He's got the... Oh no!
Don't do that. I really didn't put much pressure on that.
Brings the tally to 3.
There you go, around the back here. Well, actually, I should do this one again.
That's the old 1 claw tie. Oh, it still works. Shauno cracked the claw off, so that's -1.
I need to play the blunt,
-1. Well, let's have a little score update here. That's 1 each so far. That's good. I know which one I'm taking.
I'll take the big
That's
one.
Shauno's.
Hang on a sec, mate.
Right, I'm feeling confident about this one, lads.
Yeah,
I've got renewed enthusiasm. A quick 2 is all you need to get you excited.
in front of a little drain.
Yeah, nah, look at that area. Zones. Oh, feels heavy. Which I have been
Lollipops, mate.
informed you do have to say it feels heavy. There's a crab, it's not very big though. Oh, that one's pretty big.
Is that a big daddy?
No, that's
Is
a,
that a buck?
I think that's a buck.
Yeah, it is.
Yes. Woo! Yeah, that's a big rusty buck too.
Wow.
I'm getting excited.
Okay, gonna have to stop down at IGA and get some chilli, some garlic.
You're gonna have to drive to Brisbane and cook some crabs. Rightio.
They're all bucks as well, like, even that little dog's a buck. Little picanito. Let him go and let him grow.
Oh, have a go at the claws on that guy.
That's a real one.
He's a big I don't want to touch the front side of him, but is he pretty, he's in good nick?
Yeah, nice and clean, but there's no fullies. I can't get around in there at the moment. He's ready to bite.
He's in the prone position.
He's okay.
He's good?
Nice and hard, yeah.
Number 4. So now I've got 2, you guys got 1 each.
Don't be like that, Sammy.
That's exactly how I'm going to be.
There is a tying tax.
There is a tying tax. Does it outweigh the owning the pot tax?
They've got a cute little face, haven't they?
Ish, yeah. Oh, it feels heavy. See, that could have been the difference there. I did say it felt heavy, that one.
Like when you try a load down, you've got to tap the switch.
Yeah, that's not going anywhere, 100%.
It never goes anywhere. Same thing with crabbing. Come on.
Come on. There's a little dog. Jeez. Okay.
Enough chicken in that one, I think, Sammy. As you can see.
Not enough chicken, eh? Alrighto guys, this is number 8. And then we're on to Tez's pots which haven't had as long to soak, but you got to be in it to win it. As per tradition, yes, that does feel heavy. I feel like this is in a good zone, this one. This is a 1.
If it's got chicken in it, we're on.
Oh yes, boys, yes, boys.
And chicken.
Oh, that's a big rusty buck. There's a Jenny, and that's another buck.
Yes, and it even says my name on the pot if we take close examination of this. Although who crabs these ones are.
But having your name on the pot doesn't mean you own the pot. Sometimes people have more pots than other people, so they lend them to other people and then impose a 95% tax, which does seem steep, but you know, a claw is better than no claw. That's a good pot, that one.
It is a good one.
That's I reckon we've got 2 bucks there. Yeah, I reckon definitely 2. That guy's a measurer though. Oh, yeah, good. Just get down there, bro.
Get out early.
And that last one there's a Jenny. That's a Jenny. See if we can shake her straight out. Come on, love. There we go. Yeah. See legs?
Let's have a look.
Come on, come on.
Yes, yeah, no problem at all there.
Beautiful.
Fine.
He's got to be legal.
Yeah, he looks alright. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh yeah.
No worries, out of all.
Oh yeah. So guys, just keep in mind, mud crabs are pretty flexible. So if you're gonna try and restrain one, it's probably easier not in the tub because they can kind of get at you, but put them on the deck, push them down, they can't lift their claws up, then pick them up like so, and they can't get behind you. Now this is what we call a rusty buck. Have a go at that. He's an old boy, he's got all the rusty coloration, he's got big claws, nice and hard. He is as full as they come. And so is my esky. That's awesome. What are we up to now?
I've lost count, and that's it. Honestly, I've lost count.
Oh, we're on 4.
It's not a heap.
4, we're on 6, that's 2 each. We don't have to catch any more crabs, we'll leave them here, let's go. That's all I wanted. Oh.
Anything now's a bonus, mate.
Anything now is a bonus. This is Tez's pots. You'll probably notice in a second that we've all got different pots. Tez's are orange, Sean's with a camo kind of brown, mine with a black. All different styles too. We'll talk about that later. But first we've got to see if he's come up with the goods. Well, actually, I don't mind this for a spot here, Tez. Have a go. Yeah, we picked that well. We scouted it out yesterday. We marked the spots to chuck them, and it's definitely a good looking spot.
Yeah, you can hardly see that in the dark, but it looks good now.
Yeah, well that's why you go scouting, isn't it? Anyways, feels heavy.
How did we go? Oh yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Looks like I'm eating.
Well, Tez, it was worth bringing you. It was worth bringing you. Is that a buck? Yeah, that's a little buck, but that's a big one. He's got moss and stuff all over him. So have a go.
One claw.
He's only got 1 claw.
Out you get. Come on.
Oh, if that's a keeper as well, we are flying.
I don't think so. No,
He's way small, so he can go back.
Anyway, we'll catch you later, mate.
Now that's a crab. Wish he had his second claw.
A kilo of meat missing.
No,
That is a big crab.
And
Oh.
a little bit empty.
So guys, he's recently shed his shell. He's a bit soft, so that's probably a B or a C grade crab. We're going pretty well, so I reckon we let him go.
Yeah, I think so.
He's
It hasn't got that rusty. There's no barnacles. There's very little moss. That's just mud, and that would be empty, unfortunately.
So guys, if they've just shed their shell, a lot of the times the meat is really watery. It's not real crash hot. There's not much meat in there. There's not much meat in the shells. So you're better off just remembering where you caught him, chuck him back, and put your pot there in a couple of weeks' time, and he'll be ready to rock and roll. But for the meantime, it's his lucky day. Yeah, we'll let him go.
See you later, mate.
Righto, Tez. What do you think?
Oh, gotta be one.
Oh, there's three. There's four.
Really?
There's bucks. Oh yes, that's a buck.
That's a buck.
That's two. We got a tour. That's a two-potter.
Buck. That's a gen.
And that's a buck up the back, but he's a smallie. Oh, he might not be.
Two.
That's a two-pot.
Okay.
Tez.
1, 2.
We should have put our pots here.
No, I think it's a sharing game, really. Crabbing.
Well, it has to be. Well, we scouted the area for Tez, so
Yeah.
it's only fair that we raid his pots. It's the nice way to put it. That's a good pot.
Yeah, I reckon.
That's just good.
And, only in a couple of hours too.
Here.
The size of that big Jenny.
That's a big Jenny.
Yeah.
Wow, in New South Wales should be in the pot, but yeah, well.
Look at little claws, aren't they?
Oh well, back with her.
Yeah, she can go back. He's full, this dude.
Well, please be size. He's got good claws on him too.
Give us a measure on that guy, Tez.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, yep.
Oh, is he a touch and go?
Hang on, just on this one here. Yeah, no, he's good.
He's good?
He's good, yeah.
Oh,
Just.
Okay.
Call him Justin.
Justin. Rusty bucking.
Sashimi?
Look at that.
Take it now.
Into it.
Beautiful colours on that.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
Big rusty bucks. Yeah. Oh, there's a bloody crab walking around the back here.
Many crabs.
G'day, champ. You winning? I don't think he's been as tight as he could be there.
No, I don't think so.
I've definitely seen tighter tide crabs. The reason we saved these pots for this morning, I like to call them the quick fires, because there's no messing around. You can get them in quick, and when you're getting up early and you want to get the job done ASAP, these are the ones. I'll just get everything back together and show you what I mean. So these aluminium straps, they just pop, and then it all slides down and folds in. Takes you 30 seconds to erect and put away. Righto guys, this is Tez's third pot. I can see one. Oh, I see one.
There's one.
What is it? No, that's a Gen. Gen for sure.
Dang.
Gen, bugger.
Oh, you need them.
Yeah, well.
You need them. They're useful, just to make bucks.
Yeah. The trick with the Jennies is to is convince them to swim to New South Wales and catch them down there. That is the trick to it. Righto, this is Tez's last pot. Then we're going to go pick all the other ones we've dumped, but this is probably our last good shot at getting crabs the longest soak out of the remaining pots. One more buck would be nice. 9, 3 each is good. Oh, there's a Jenny. There's a Jen. Ooh, there's a lot of crabs in here, guys. Hang on, what's going on here? Please be bucks. There's got to be. Oh, that's a big buck. Big buck. Right.
Yeah, that's another buck.
Buck, so 2 bucks. 2 bucks. That's the Jenny. Yeah, I think we've got.
Look at that.
I think we've got the whole swingers party here.
Oh wow.
It's mega load.
Wow.
Alrighty.
Well, that's a good pull. That was worth doing. I think we should definitely have put our pots here.
Yeah.
For overnight.
Told
well, we know that.
Told you so.
Know that for next time, but oh well. That's that's a big one. That's a hooter. Rightio.
What did that will fit in here?
Well, this is going to be a bit of an ordeal, I think. That's like six crabs. 7 crabs. If we can get that buck in first and grab him, and then I can shake all the. Oh, is that both the bucks? Oh, just done. I've nailed that.
What is?
Yeah, that's the second one.
Ooh, it's a good looking crab.
That is a big crab.
Good looking crab, just for
have a quick measure. Oh yes.
That's way good. Yeah.
Oh, he's had a go at old mate, but the rest of these guys are Jennies. So I'll just shake them all back in.
Is that the buck?
Yep.
Oh, what's up near his tail there?
He's been crunched. Well, I think we'll call that a pretty successful mission, guys. We've got 10. You called 10, didn't you?
Yeah, called 10 on the nose.
10, you did.
10 on the nose, and I was definitely worth bringing you out for this morning for those extra 4 pots because they cleaned up.
I only said I was going to take 7 home, so we all win, really.
You can have 7 home. If you can put your hand in there for 5 seconds, you can take 10. Oh, don't.
These little guys, I'll tell you what, though, they don't come much better than that. These are all pretty full too, and they're nice size.
And have a go at those for a couple of big bucks. Rah!
That's a lot better than I thought we were going to go, mate. I thought we might have got 1 or 2, to be honest with you. I was really hoping for 1 each to take home, but this is all time.
This is way better. What a successful mission. Righto, guys, well, we're going to go home and have a bit of a cook up. I think we're going to ditch Sean. He's going the wrong way for us, so no chili crab this time, but I reckon we might be able to do something special with these up the good end of town. We might have a talk about some pots as well, so stay tuned. There's plenty more to come. If you like your crab in action or you want to give it a crack, you definitely got to give this video a like. Have a go at that. Also, make sure you let us know what your favourite crabbing bait is in the comments, because I'm interested to know. It's a pretty even spread. The chicken didn't do too bad. I think the coral trout and some of the fish frames did some really good stuff as well. These crabs have fancy taste, but guys, that is a massive win. How good is that? Well, guys, it's not going to get too much fresher than this. These crabs are about 3 hours old. Obviously we've paid our taxes. There's a whale tax, and also had to drop a couple off to our mates at Wilson for lending us the pots and pointing us in the right direction. Thanks, guys. So we've got our 4 here. We've killed these guys via the screwdriver up the bum method. It goes all the way to the front and kills them humanely. We're going to boil them up whole, and we're going to enjoy a nice SEQ lollipop. It's what mud crabs are famous for. These claws, absolutely delicious chewing. And there's a couple of big sets of them right there. A meal in themselves. Okay, so this is what we've got going on. We've got some salt water brought to a rolling boil. It's actually a crab cooker set, so designed for this. And we're gonna pack these guys in nice and neatly into the basket. Let Tez do the honours. Well, even if we had more, I don't think they'd be going in this pot. That's a full pot.
Drop him in.
Oh yes. Yum, yum, yum.
Crank up the gas and wait about 12 to 14 minutes.
You guys have been asking for a mud crabbing session, so it's coming in thick and fast now. There's not much else to do. And look, if we have to eat a couple of claws, then we will. We'll do it. Just for you guys.
I think so.
Just for you guys.
Yeah, no, we'll do that. Definitely do that.
Alright guys, that is 13 minutes gas off, crabs out, straight into icy cold water. Now that's got some sugar and salt mixed in so you don't wash all the flavour out. The sugar and salt mixture is the same as we use for prawns, makes them nice and sweet. It's a delicious little recipe. Tez, let's get them out.
That's what they look like now.
And that is the result. Yum, yum, yum. Now the idea behind the salt bath is to stop that cooking process.
Crabs straight into that ice.
Cool down.
These are so big I can hardly grab them.
Last but not least,
hardly fitting. There you go.
leave them in there until they are no longer hot. Well guys, the fruits of our labour. Oh, you've drawn the short straw on that one.
I have.
We picked the smallest bucket to eat right now because tomorrow there's a few beers that are going to go cold, and we have a plan of attack. So we thought we'd show you this one now, and you can just rest assured those big ones are going to go to absolute good use with a few frosty ones. It's only about 9:30 in the morning, and whilst yes you can enjoy a frosty cold beer with the crab at this time of the morning, we do have other things to do today that require us not to, you know. But
So, 10 years, 25 years, cheers.
Cheers guys, thanks for coming along for the journey. This is what we do it for. Yep.
That's good.
And that's why they're 99 bucks a kilo in the shop. That's an SEQ lollipop. Does not get any better than that.
Wow, that was all worth it. Yeah.
Very, very much so. Now guys, don't go anywhere just yet. We've got a little bit of a tackle talk, a crabbing tackle talk to go to straight after this. So stay tuned, we're going to talk about pots. Okay guys, for this week's tackle talk, I thought I'd quickly run you through the 3 different types of pots we used in this crabbing session. The first one is a Rogue heavy duty pot from BCF, black mesh, 4 entry. These posts are completely removable. Then when you're setting up, you just jam them into place, and that's how they stay. Built-in bait pocket, and you take the crabs out through the top section here. Only thing I don't like about them is these posts can come out like you saw in the video. If you don't click them in all the way, they can come out when you throw your pot in. Now the next one was this orange number here, and I refer to it as the quick set pot, but it's just a 4 entry pot from Wilson with built-in aluminium straps here, or posts. But how they work is you pull them up and they all stay attached to the pot, and you just slot them in and you're ready to rock and roll. Really good if you just want a no fuss, quick way to get a few pots out while you're heading out for a fish or whatever. Again, 4 entries, built-in bait pocket, and emptying from the top. And last but not least guys, and I think my new favourite pot is the Wilson heavy duty pot, the camo pot as I was calling it. I hadn't actually used one of these before this session, and I really liked it. It's got 3 entries instead of 4, but they're quite large. They're a lot bigger than the 4 entry pots. It's actually got a little bit of wire that goes around between the entries and keeps them nice and taut. There's no sag there whatsoever. The posts, they're attached. They're actually in the loop, so they can't fall out and you can't lose them. And how's this? There's even a little space for them so you don't have to combat the rope that goes around the outside ring. They've left a little spot there for you to notch it in. Now this one has a built-in bait pocket as well, with a wire loop in there to stop them from moving around. So the bait is really solidly fixed to the bottom, so it can't float or waft around in the current. Crabs can pick through this mesh here, but they can't eat your bait quickly. So you know they're going to be in there for a fair while, chipping away at it without ever losing interest and trying to climb out. And I like the camo mesh. I don't know if it makes any difference, but look, it looks natural. It's particularly in that dirty water. It should be pretty well invisible, and yeah, as you saw, I think the crabs really appreciated it. Of course, guys, it does go without saying, before you rush out and go crabbing, make sure you check out your local rules and regulations regarding what you can and can't use to catch crabs. It does vary very much from state to state. Now guys, if you'd like to check out any more information on the pots that we used in this week's episode, head over to wilsonfishing.com. They've got the pots and all the other crabbing gear you need to go out and grab a feed. If you'd like to support my YouTube channel, you can do so on my website, sammyhitzkefishing.com. There's heaps of new stuff coming in the very near future, so make sure you keep your eyes peeled on that. I'll make sure I update you on the videos and on my socials. Guys, thanks very much for tuning into this episode. I really hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're getting out and getting a few fish yourself, and I'll catch you next week for another Sammy Hitzke fishing adventure. Cheers.